Hello, welcome to HCC MovieMakers Academy Movie Reviews. I'm Erik Calderon.
And I'm Soroosh Medhi. And we just saw While We're Young. While We're Young is a movie directed by Noah Baumbach, who's been known to do a lot of filmmaking about filmmakers. And apparently this one, which is starring Ben Stiller, Naomi Watts, Amanda Seyfried, and Adam Driver, actually. The story revolves around pretty much a failing documentist played by Ben Stiller. He's 44 years old, and he has been pretty much in the making of his documentary that he's been working on for the past 10 years, and it's just dragging along, and his wife, played by Naomi Watts, has been supporting him for the whole time. It's just there are reserved, conflicting feelings, a little bit of resentment in the fact that he's been prolonging this project of his for so long, and he doesn't want to take any help from his father-in-law, some financial backings and all that stuff. He wants to do it all on his own, which is commendable, but at the same time, it's with the times changing,
Yeah, and then the couple meets a very young couple. He meets a very young guy, and then
Adam Driver,
and then through that, all of a sudden, boom, he's changing, he's rediscovering himself, and he's finding himself again.
Yeah, it's like he sees a little bit of himself in Adam Driver at first, and
but it's got a cool twist in the end.
Yeah,
I mean, it was like
it was actually, that part was pretty something that totally caught me off guard.
Yeah,
that's one thing I liked about it.
It was a very slow-paced movie. I mean, the movie was pretty slow,
but it had some really kind of witty little puns here and there. I really enjoyed that. It made me laugh.
It made me laugh.
Some of the insinuations of the fact that Ben Stiller plays an aged, like a middle-aged guy, and he basically finds somebody to mentor in Adam Driver at first. He's got slight questions, but he just gets caught up in the moment of feeling younger again, or at the same time, just
what's really cool about the film?
Friends with Adam.
You know what's really cool? Like, I can really relate to the film. It's really funny because I'm 44. I've been stuck on a film for like 8 years, and it's just so funny. I really found it really funny, and I really enjoyed watching it. Now, let me go over some technical aspects of it. The film was made with $10 million. It was shot, there wasn't much details about the film. Again, I mean, it's a low-budget film. $5 to $10 million is a low-budget film, and then it was, the opening weekend drew in $277,000. So it's not that popular yet.
No.
What did you think about the acting, Soroosh?
I was gonna go into that. I actually enjoyed Ben Stiller's character and Naomi Watts, both of them being, at a certain age, and then they went from having best friends that were the same age to the point where when they met Adam Driver and his wife Amanda Seyfried, it's like a spark of walk down memory lane started in them, and they just wanted that flame not to go out. Yeah. So both of them started really getting into this.
But there was a slowness about their acting.
It was slow. Yeah, it was slow, a little dull, but it fit Ben Stiller's character because he takes something dull and actually can.
It reminds me of a Woody Allen. It reminds me of a Woody Allen film.
Well, yeah, because I guess he's kind of steering towards that kind of filmmaking. But
what do you think about the camera work?
I found he was
and the
really
photography.
funny.
What do you think about the photography?
The photography, I think that's what made it slow. It's because a lot of the scenes, a lot of the sequences were really long, like prolonged, and I think some of them they could have just. It's like I was waiting for it to cut. Okay, that's enough of this part.
Yeah.
Can we move on?
Yeah.
But no, it didn't happen. So we just sat there and still kept watching it.
I kind of enjoyed the photography a little bit because, I mean, it was good. I mean, I liked it. I mean, it was slow. Maybe it just meets my age group very well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Erik, it wasn't because it was tied more into the 20s couple, and then we had the 40s couple, and I'm pretty much in between that. I'm a 32-year-old man, so
And the conflict made me cringe a little bit. There was some scenes in there that made me cringe a little bit. Like whoa, and probably
mostly because of when it was just that, and the fact that the vulnerability there, because the whole thing was Ben Stiller being at that age. He got taken by, Adam Driver's character being, the ambitious filmmaker, but he led him on to think that he wanted to be just like Ben Stiller's character, and I want to do it like you do it. I wanted to get authenticity, pureness.
Yeah.
But really, the whole time he was
shaming him.
Pretty much,
that was an
fabricating the whole thing. So
that was an interesting twist. I mean, I think the development of the story was excellent, and the way the writer kind of drew us in one direction, and then he kind of exposes like the villain. I would say he's the protagonist.
That scene where he's exposing him, and he's doing it like the right wing type of. I'm gonna expose you. I'm gonna tell everybody what you've been doing, and it's just not right. It's unethical.
Yeah.
And then the funniest part, I think, and somewhat confusing, was basically the part where the father-in-law just looked at him and goes, "I don't see anything wrong with it."
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That sucks. I just thought that sucked.
That was another twist that was really interesting.
Ben Stiller's character. Yeah. It was it was another twist, but. It was basically, I think, the limelight in which Ben Stiller realized, okay, I guess I might be a little jealous of this kid because he's younger, and he's the one appealing to everybody.
Cool,
so.
What I thought was really cool is how the director kind of took Ben Stiller as an older man, and then all of a sudden he's becoming this younger, spirited guy, and then in the end
more energetic.
More energetic, and that confrontation with the father is kind of like. Showing him he's like a little kid.
Yeah.
Like, and then the other guy.
Like he's trying to impress him. Deep down, he really is trying to impress him.
Yeah,
but
and
he
then
can't.
Driver, the guy the driver
succeeds
in businesses.
Yeah.
So he's showing him he's becoming a more mature, kind of successful filmmaker.
Basically one-upping Ben Stiller, and Ben Stiller is taking on the the green-eyed monster of jealousy in that aspect.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was pretty good. What did you think about the directing style then?
The directing style, trying to compare. I think it was well directed. Mostly this was one of those slow yet comedic relief.
Slow,
it was really slow again, but
had some good comedic relief.
But it had the comedic relief from Ben Stiller's reactions to certain situations with the whole Adam Driver clashing and all that.
And Ben Stiller, I think he likes comedies, huh?
Yeah. I like it when he's in comedies. I was actually in this film when we started watching. I don't know why I was comparing his role in this with his role in Walter Mitty. I really liked that.
I loved Walter Mitty.
It was more of a serious
that was a
role that he had, and I honestly I didn't know. I thought he was gonna either underdo it or not come up to par, but no, he did a great job with that one.
Yeah,
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
There were a lot of twists. Yeah, there were a lot of parts to, I really thought at the end, around close to the end, I thought in that movie he was gonna, he just was at a lost cause, and I thought it was all gonna be over that way, but the ending of that was amazing. So I was expecting, I don't know why, I was expecting something along.
Sucked, man.
For Walter Mitty, or
no, not for Walter Mitty.
That's what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Walter Mitty was awesome.
This ending for this one, I was expecting a bit of a little bit more of a happy ending.
It was like terrible.
Happier ending, but it was kind of a depressing.
It was like going into a midlife crisis, depressing kind of story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they just went back to their
So what would you rank it?
What
would you rank it on 1 to 10?
To be honest, compared to his other work, I would rate this one at a. It was enjoyable. I'd give it a 7.
Yeah, I'd give it like 6,
I'm
7.
still kind of being a little bit generous in that, because
maybe I'd give it a 6. I mean,
as
I don't
a film,
I'd give it a 7.
The fact that it was really slow.
Maybe even a 5.5. It was too slow.
I would have to give it.
I don't know if I would pay for this.
I can't really put an actual solid number on this. I'd have to a range between 5 to 7, I guess.
It's great intellectual-wise. Well, anyways.
Intellectually, it was entertaining.
Well, I'd give it a 6. But anyways, thank you for watching HCC MovieMakers Academy Movie Reviews. We love films. If you love films, please visit the Houston Community College Filmmaking Program. We'll have the link right there on the bottom. And call up, sign up for a class, and enjoy the art of filmmaking.
Also, you can catch us on YouTube. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, HCC MovieMakers Academy movie reviews also. And you can actually catch a lot more of our movie reviews as we go along with new releases.
Cool. Don't you do your sign out now? Like,
oh, really? You want me to do sign out?
Keep it classy, remember?
Keep it classy?
Remember? Okay, thanks a lot, man.
No, I said stay classy.
You didn't like